This is breaking news from 4 News Now.
Good morning, I'm Rob King for KXLY. Today is a weather alert day, so I'm about to talk to KXLY's Mark Peterson, and I'll pull him in right now. Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm staying warm inside, and that's where we suggest everyone should be unless they have to be outside.
It sounds like a good suggestion. What's the day looking like so far?
All right, so it is a first alert weather alert day, and these alert days are geared towards weather that can be not only very impactful but dangerous. So we want everyone to really pay close attention to these forecasts. A couple days ago, it was because of the snow, and we had anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of snow. We had multiple accidents. It's been a mess. Now, this morning, our alert day, and again for tomorrow, is because of the dangerous wind chills. So we've got a blue sky out there and a few clouds. We're sitting at 4 degrees, but with the winds, it feels like 12 below zero and 15 below zero in some areas, up north into Colville and across over into areas around the Okanagan Valley. I mean, you have wind chills to 20 and 30 below, so your skin can become damaged. You can have frostbite within 10 to 15 minutes if it's exposed. So therefore the alert days, so that people are prepared if they have to go outside.
You and I talked about it yesterday. I did not have gloves. So on my lunch break yesterday, I went and purchased gloves because you terrified me of frostbite, which is a real, so it is actually dangerous. It's not you just trying to stir things up. It actually could damage people.
It can, and also you look at the kids tend to not think about it. They run hot anyway, so the kids are going to go out and play in the backyard. Well, if they don't have the Michelin Man outfit, that we've seen in the movies, then they have that potential to damage their tender fingers and toes as well. So we want to make sure we keep our hands and our toes warm. Mittens with warmers in it for the kids that want to go out and play for a little bit, but really limiting our exposure with the winds. The cold, yeah, we can get through the single digit temperatures. That's not a big deal. It's the winds that come with that. So if you're in a protected area, you're going to be more comfortable. The issue is that people go out there driving around. We had multiple accidents on I-90 again this morning, even though plows and everything had been doing their job. We have people just driving too fast for the conditions. But then if they don't have the proper gear with them, mittens, hats, gloves, if you're traveling over the passes, I-90 at Lookout was closed for several hours last night because of over a foot of snow and accidents and spin-offs at the top. Well, if you're stuck there, you might not be able to idle the whole time if you don't have enough fuel, which I suggest topping off your gas tank when it's cold. Keeps the water out of the system, condensation. But also that you've got blankets, water, energy bars, again, your hats, your mittens, and stay with your vehicle, but that certainly will help you. If you're heading out today, limit your time outdoors. Those gusty winds out of the north, man, that Arctic blast not only affecting our area, Rob, but this goes, and we have wind chill advisories all the way into Texas that are going to fire up tonight and tomorrow because this cold air is just moving to the south and east. So we have 85 million people right now under some form of winter weather watch advisory, wind chills, cold weather, and that's really the central part of the country. And it happens to be starting here and moving out of the Pacific Northwest. So we really need to just be cognizant of that and just be careful when we're out and about.
Got it. So what should people plan for if they're getting up right now, they're leaving the home? What should they plan for the rest of the day? Because I left my home in downtown around 9 a.m. this morning. I didn't get too bad of winds. Did I just get lucky, or is it going to get worse progressively throughout the day?
They've already picked up. Since you came to work. It's 10:22, right? So we're going to see those winds this afternoon, and overnight should be the gustier winds. So at 2 in the morning, our computer models are showing winds to 20. It's going to feel like 30 below zero. That's how it will affect you, your dogs, your kids. And so it's going to be like this through the early morning hours of tomorrow. Now, our actual temperature tomorrow is going to be 11 below zero. That's the forecasted low. If we have a clear sky, very realistic. If we get cloud cover, it'll be a little warmer than that. And so we have those winds and that 11 below. Now it feels like 30 below. And that's where you have that 10 to 15 minute frame of damaging your skin. Out longer than that, then you're going to have issues with frostbite. And again, our fire captain, Mr. Schaefer, was talking about those that are living on the streets, the homeless, and those in Camp Hope, trying to get them services and get them put into warming centers because of this bitter cold. But also our elderly. We need to make sure we're checking on them, making sure that the furnaces are working properly and that they're comfortable. And Meals on Wheels does a beautiful job with this, but we need to reach out and just make sure we're helping those around us. Things are going to get better, but it won't really be till Friday, Saturday that we get into those highs that are going to be, well, we're going to see temperatures. Hold on. I want to get them right.
Yeah, no problem. We want you to be right.
we all want me to be right. Thursday's high. Tomorrow's high.
Actually, tomorrow I'd like you to be wrong, I think. I'd like it to be in the 30s tomorrow.
We're not going to be wrong tomorrow. With a high of just 3 degrees, highs into the single digits and still some breezy conditions. So still those sub-zero wind chills that we're going to see. Friday, 16 degrees. And then now Saturday, a livable 29 degrees, Christmas 34, chance of light snow coming in. When it comes to not only the bitter cold that we have with the wind chills, but now we're expecting to see maybe some light snow on Friday. That could be impactful if you're crossing over some of the mountain passes, Stevens Pass, Lookout, going to grandma's house or going to your mom and dad's house for Christmas. So we really want you to know before you go. And again, we'll have that on Good Morning Northwest on those travel conditions, the highways, the passes, to let you know what you're going to be facing as you head out. Sunday, Christmas Day, we could see some lights, about a 40% chance of light snow, but 34 degrees. That's the first time we will have been above average in weeks. And then Monday, Tuesday, this is the killer. We're going to have temperatures that are going to be hovering around 40 degrees with rain forecasted.
A Christmas miracle.
Overnight lows that will be hovering around freezing. So in the mountains, it could be snow, but in the lower elevations, we could see rain and the incidence of some minor urban street flooding because all of the grates are covered with snow and ice.
Got it. Now, I know you also mentioned staying home if you can today, but what should you do as far as home safety? How do you keep your pipes from bursting? Should you leave the heat running all day? What's the plan for people who are staying at home today?
If people are going to be traveling, they should set their thermostat for no colder than 55 degrees, okay? If you're leaving and, I always left mine 60, 62 degrees. Again, it's cold. We want warmer air in. Older homes or those that have had issues with freezing, let the faucet drip a little bit over the next 24 to 48 hours, making sure that the cupboard doors in front of those sinks in the bathroom and sink are open to allow some of that warmer air from the home and apartment to circulate around it, just to keep it above freezing. If it's against a wall to the exterior, that cold can come right through that wall. So that's why we want those pipes to have a little warmer air that's circulating around it. So there's that. Also, there's kits available at, the box stores, Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you want to go, where you can then put a film on the inside to keep that cold air out, especially with the older homes. I go to the South Hill. I lived in a house on the lower South Hill in 1910, and it was leaky. So we put that film on the interior, for 12 years, and then it comes off in the spring. But to winterproof your home a little bit would help. But I keep my heat at 68 degrees around the clock. I have lots of complaints in my home that it's too cold.
68 would be a dream right now.
I like it. That's comfortable for me, but
I get it. Well, Mark, anything else you want to add?
Just really, we've got a couple things going on. Not only do we have the cold and the wind chill, so limit the time that you're, walking the dog, making sure that their paws are okay. Again, this can affect their feet as well, making sure the kids are coming in and warming up. They want to be out and play. It's winter break from school. But again, just be cognizant that they're out 10, 15 minutes. Bring them in and let them warm up, check them, make sure they're wearing the hats, the gloves. They'll get those rosy cheeks. But just making sure that we're paying attention as to where people are when it's this cold. And then, of course, traveling, making sure your vehicle is ready for that travel.
Got it. Mark, I appreciate your time. You do good work, and thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day. And please stay warm.
Please. All right, Mark. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, thank you, Mark Peterson, for joining us today. I do want to pull something up real quick on our website. Let me go ahead and show you my monitor right here. We'll remove that graphic. There's Mark right there from earlier. I want to show you where you can find our travel forecast, the 4 News Now First Alert forecast. Let me pull that up once it loads. Here we go. This has a nice graphic that shows you when is the ideal time if you're traveling in particular areas. This will be updated constantly. We're going to have all this information. And if you scroll down, you can see daily where it's going to be the best times and the best areas to travel. If you are doing this Christmas travel, this little article that we have on our front page of the KXLY.com is going to be where you can find that information. And we will have another update in the afternoon. I'm going to speak with Matt Gray as well to see where things are changing throughout the day. And but for now, I'm live in the Digital News Center. Rob King, 4 News Now.